The adrenaline is pumping through my veins as I step on deck for a battle that lasts only 6 minutes on the clock, but a lifetime in my heart. As I slowly find my rhythm, the music is blasting in my ears as my stomach churns and growls. As the buzzer sounds, I know it's my time, so I fix my gear and my mindset because it's the only thing standing between me and getting my hand raised at the very end. Today I'm going to be talking to you about wrestling, the sport, and the rules and regulations that have to deal with the sport. First off, a takedown is where you gain control over your opponent from the neutral position. An escape is getting away from your opponent when you're in the bottom position. A reversal is changing into a dominant position when you're on the bottom and gaining control over your opponent. And a near fall is when you expose your opponent's back when you are in a dominant position over them. Penalties they all range. They're from illegal holds to technical violations, unnecessary roughness, unsportsmanlike conduct, stalling, false starts. Depending on what the penalty is, some make points against you, and some they give you just warnings for. The gear used in wrestling is a headgear that goes over your ears to prevent you from getting cauliflower ear. A singlet, which is the regulation, and you have to have a singlet no matter what, and wrestling shoes, obviously. Making weight is the most vital part of wrestling. You have to make weight at least being under or on the weight exactly. Before you wrestle, they also check your skin for any infections. You must have a mouth guard if you have braces, and you have to have a shaved face because of razor burn. Wrestling is an anaerobic and non-anaerobic sport. It takes training that is year-round, and it requires a lot of oxygen to circulate through the body, since you have to have 100% explosive movements. And this can also uses the main muscles and body parts in the, according to livestrong.com, the main muscles that are used in wrestling are your neck, your biceps, your abdominals, and your thighs. Like I said, practice, it includes a lot of technique demonstrations and a lot of live wrestling to train you for match situations. Drilling is about repetition and muscle memory, so you can learn how to do each move perfectly. To be a wrestler, it takes a lot of dedication and hard work to lead you to bettering yourself, to eventually move on to the next level, or to further yourself in state and nationals and so on and so forth. There's lots of different levels of wrestling. You can start wrestling from when you're I think when you're about 4 years old, all the way up until you're in your mid to late 30s. It starts out in middle school in competitive wrestling, and then high school. There's also the collegiate NCAA level and the Olympic levels. There's not a technical pro wrestling league except for the WWE, which is fake wrestling. There's many different weight classes. They all range depending on what style you wrestle. There's Greco-Roman, freestyle, and folk style wrestling. And in freestyle and Greco-Roman, they measure in kilograms rather than pounds.